Alright guys, we're back here with Adolf. How's it going, Adolf?
It's going alright so far. So far so good.
How's your morning been, bro?
A little bit cold, but it's alright, no problem.
Yeah?
Yep.
How old are you, Adolf?
I'm 50.
50?
Yeah.
What's your current situation right now?
My current situation, I'm in between. I just got out of the hospital. I'm trying to get my antibiotics and my medical stuff done so I can get back in respite or some kind of housing situation other than the one I got. Meaning I'm floating around. But I'm really not homeless.
You mentioned before the video that your legs got amputated.
Yes, sir.
What happened, sir?
A couple years ago I got gangrene and then frostbite and then gangrene. So they amputated my toes, and then later on something else happened, and now that they're operating for other things like there's something in my blood. I got degenerative blood cells, which one the other one kills the other one, and then it gets not gangrene, but it does a disease. It's not MRSA. It's not MRSA, but it's something like that it keeps popping up on me. Damn. It's like I don't know what it is. I can't ask the doctor. They say what it is, but I don't know what it's called. But it's not. It has nothing to do with frostbite, nothing like that. It was at first initially, but now it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with
first
this.
It had to do with frostbite. Yeah. Hey, bro, I've seen you out here in the streets, like particularly on First and Knob Hill, and I've talked to you a couple times. You're finally ready to do the video.
Yeah.
How did you do it, bro? I saw you out there like at 10, 15 degrees.
Yeah, 6. I was on the 6th one. You were out there with the 6th. You were out there on the 6th day.
Yeah, for
sure. It was 6 degrees.
How did you do it to like maintain positiveness to not get frostbite? Because like we said, you have amputated. Are both your legs amputated?
My foot's amputated on the other one, and the bones got cut out of that, and my legs amputated. Now recently, that's what the latest operation I had recently.
And I've seen you like you lean back in your wheelchair and you sleep like that, right?
Yeah, I sleep in my wheelchair.
Does that cause? How's your back feel, bro?
It hurts.
It hurts a lot?
Yeah, it adds a lot of pain to it, yeah.
How do you stay motivated, bro? Like when you're going through that pain at midnight, at 4 in the morning?
I complain a lot, cry a lot, like I hate the world, stuff like that. But the only reason why I've made it is as far as by the generosity and the kindness of individuals, man. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? By the hand of other people's work and stuff like that, of the money I do get. So I had a 9-year-old young man right here in front of Taco Bell. Come up to me, give me $7, and then left, and then came back. Must have remembered, came back, he goes, now I gave you that money to eat now. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like a little 7-year-old, 9-year-old kid, man, out of his own, by himself, no adult around him, came up to me and gave stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So that sustains me. I've seen a man half cut in a wheelchair, and he's like from his legs down gone, so I think like, damn. You know what I mean? I know I'm not the only one with my legs like this, but yeah, and the way I get through it is because people look out for me over there on where you see me at.
What's that?
Where you see me at by the car wash.
Yeah, bro, I've seen you right in front of the Sundome.
Yeah,
I've seen you right there. I've come up to you a couple times, but you didn't know what I was about, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of people, bro. You know, I got trust issues. It's like this.
I feel it, bro.
Everything's good, but then they start tripping and all that stuff like that.
What kinds of stuff have you had to deal with? People like doing things to you out here, or like
physically,
good and bad?
Man, it's mostly good out here. Most of the time, I had more good. You know, just same bullshit. I've been robbed before. All that good stuff. Woke up, my stuff's gone. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting for the girls to come body slam me and kiss me all over the body, but that's not gonna happen. But you know what I mean? But I get to see a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? What's the worst of it? Yeah, there hasn't been no really worse, but like, you know what I'm saying, disappointment.
Nobody messes with you, bro, because you.
Not lately.
That's good.
But yeah.
That's good.
Not lately. It used to be a lot of crazy stuff, but they get me mixed up with somebody else. But not lately. People have been pretty cool.
That's good,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have any kids, bro?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Not that I know of, but no, yeah, I don't.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Are you from Yakima?
I'm Yakima. Yes, sir, Yakima. Yakima love, Yakima place, and everything like that. Synonymous with all the other places I've been to.
That's cool, bro. What message do you have for the youth about like homelessness and stuff like that?
Or anything like that? Another gentleman told me he's also a veteran. He said, "Well, we are where we at by choices, right? That could be a very 100% true, but sometimes there's elements outside of your power that you have no authority over that make things move and stuff like that, and it happens. The messages would be, if you're in school, I know you heard it before, try to stay in school. If not going to school, at least read the books you're going to school about, you know what I'm saying? If you're not going to school. If any older person wants to see you dead or harm to you first, get rid of that person. Stay away from them. I learned from you, you've taught me, and don't let nothing tear your city apart. know what I'm saying? If you go to Davis and football rivalry and all that, that's great, man. It's all the team spirit and all that.
Yeah.
Be proud of where you're from, city where you're from and all that, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But don't let nobody tear you apart because you live over there in the West Valley. I thought this place was cut up by valleys. Cause you got West Valley, East Valley, Lower Valley, High Valley. So I thought it was Valle, you know what I'm saying? Vallarta. But apparently it has other things going on. Outside influence, meaning outside your home.
Yeah.
Don't let it influence you too much where it interferes with the home. If you're on the streets, you know what I'm saying? Don't bring your personal home stuff on the streets to keep it safe. You know what I'm saying? Love each other, be strong with each other, sharpen each other up, and be young for as long as you can. Stay healthy.
Hey, bro, so you mentioned going back to your amputation. Yeah. It began because of frostbite.
It began from frostbite and then turned gangrenous.
And then gangrene.
Yeah, and then the gangrene had to cut, and then it's just like it got healed, but somebody kicked it on accident. This one right here was healed, but somebody in Wapato wanted to get my attention while I'm sleeping and tapped me on my foot with his cane, and it busted it open again.
Damn.
Yeah, and that was 4 weeks ago, and then since then, I've been in the hospital for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
like
bro,
6
I
weeks
didn't
ago.
see you out here for a while.
Yeah, I just got out on Thursday from the hospital.
Yeah. And then what kinds of things do you have to do on top of, like, since you're homeless?
I'm not homeless. But I'm not homeless. I'm homeless, but I'm on the street. I'm a street rat. I'm on the street. Yeah.
But what kinds of extra things do you got to do because you do have amputated feet?
Okay.
That maybe we wouldn't think about.
Okay, think about it like this. You know how sometimes you gotta go bathroom, you just jump up real quick and go? I can't do that. I gotta wiggle, scoot around and all that like that. I gotta cover up a little bit different. I gotta be underneath the blankets. I gotta be more precautious about people's perimeter, like from there to there, make something where they can't get too close to me. It hurts. It's like, changing your clothes. I can't just get up and like that. I gotta lay down, scoop booty, just bounce around and shit. Stuff like that.
What do you do, bro? You don't have to answer this, but what do you do when you do have to go like?
I make baggies. I got baggies and I use containers, to crap with.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I got a bag on right now just in case. Like I just stick my ass, like put my ass a little bit, my butt a little bit close to it, and make it like a plastic bag, but crap it and throw it away if I could. If not, then I shit all over myself. But right now I have my own faculty.
You have a baggie on currently?
Right now, like it's out my ass. Like I'm wearing like a pamper underneath the blanket and all that, so that way if I do have to defecate, it falls in that. Here's an example. Yesterday at 4, okay, they made an appointment for me at 9, right? That was on Friday. On Thursday, I was over by Davis. I fell back like this. I leaned back, and my seat went all the way back in the snow. Right? That's an example. I had to roll out of that and try to get back from 4 o'clock all the way to 8:42 because I was looking at the clock this way when I seen a young man walking this way to go to school.
Yeah.
And I go, please come this way, please come, because they were avoiding the sidewalk. I go, please come this way. He continued to approach and asked him, would you please help me get back on my seat?
Yeah.
And that young man asked another young man that was coming from the store to help him. And these two little dudes, they were like this, but picked me up like this, and put the arm underneath, hooked me, and picked me up off the ground, man, and sat my ass back on my seat. And thank goodness for them. If it wasn't for them, I would have still been sitting there. I asked people in the car, like waving them down and stuff like that.
To help you out.
Yeah, and they helped me. Way to go, Davis, you know what I mean? And that's on everything. Those kind of situations are and then like there's a place that I've gone to where I try to cross and I get stuck and I can't move. And I'm like, for 2 days I sat in the corner somewhere screaming, could somebody please get me unstuck? Help me get out of here? And then when people come and have me food, I'm like, oh, thank you. And I don't want to be like, they just have me food or nothing. I don't want to, can you help me get out of here? Thank you, and they'll leave. And sometimes some people come and I want to offer you soup and food like that.
Yeah.
I'm rather clumsy and I can't do too much sometimes in fluid.
Yeah.
I love soup, man, but it spills on me and it wastes it. So I tell them give it to somebody else, and some people get upset. Yeah. Like I've had people actually throw pizza on the floor, or throw their beanies in the middle of the street and all this shit, or get mad or kick something at me, or like fuck you, I'm trying to help you. Excuse my language. Yeah. I'm trying to help you and that, and you're turning down my kindness. I go, man, I don't need it, and please, thank you, give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But for the most part, I've made it this far because people are generous and kind. I mean,
yeah.
By their hearts or whatever it is, have moved them. And people talk about God, but that's how I see God, as the people that look out for each other.
What message do you have for your family if they end up seeing this video?
Oh no, I love you. I love you, man, no matter what unconditional. But if you fuck it up in the game, you know what's up. No, for real.
Bro, would you be okay with me doing a follow-up interview in the future, bro?
I have no problem with that, bro.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
man.
thank you.
I'm really grateful that you finally opened up to me, you know? I really appreciate
it. For the world, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But for a gift for the youth, man, stay sharp. Keep doing what you do. If you got talent, keep handling them, dude. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you live past 50. Beyond that, you know what I'm saying? It's your world, your future holds. Be older your dream, man. Same thing, though, youth. You know what I'm saying? And the you young ladies, I'll be young ladies, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And keep it, don't let us old people fall behind in your generation. We got people's up on speed and all that, you know what I'm saying? Communication, teach us how to communicate with you, man. I'm more than happy to do so. If somebody not messing with you, coming in, I can't do that. But I used to be the guy, used to be like, if somebody's bothering you, he's an adult, come get me and approach that person, give him a slap and I'll follow through, man. I can't do that no more. Sorry, guys, but I just try to look like that, but I love y'all, man. At everything. From here, all the way to Grandview, to the places I've seen, and all the way back to Sunnyside, all the way to the top of this, Wapato, all the places, Tubaxi, Moses Lake, everything. The whole Washington, you know? Hey,
bro, if you don't mind me asking, bro, how was your life before you got your legs amputated, before you were homeless?
I used to run around, walk around, you know what I'm saying? There could be a walk around, you see, walk through there, ooh, who's that? Walk over there. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the reason why I got slowed down, because I used to run towards the direction I wasn't supposed to be going, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. It was, I mean, I was happier. I felt better about myself, more confident, stuff like that. I mean, but yeah, I envy that you could do that. The other day, someone was keeping hopping and jumping around and running up on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Do skateboard stuff, man. It's like I envy all that. I mean, like not in a bad way. I don't want no harm.
I feel
but I envy them, man. It's like, man, and like sometimes it's depressing. Like you get depressed. I mean, you're like, damn, this is frustrated. And then people expect you to be the same person, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and you can't because your whole body changed, your mind changed. But I try to stay positive because if I get negative, I talk about I'm negative or ugly. More ugly than good. Yeah. For the most part.
Lastly, would you be okay with me posting this on my YouTube channel, bro?
Yeah, disclaimer. This is a disclaimer. Anything that I do in my personal life or anything like that has nothing to reflect on this individual's intent to make people awareness. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's beneficial.
Okay.
And thank you.
And I have one question I wanted to ask you, bro. I forgot. Do you do any substances out here? Any drugs?
Yeah, I'm a drug addict. My name's Adolf and I'm a drug addict.
What kind of drugs do you do, bro?
I'm a drug addict, bro. I'm just a drug addict.
Like you don't want to get into detail?
Yeah, nah, I'm just a drug addict. I'm a drug addict.
It's completely fine. All right, bro. While I'm in the interview, I really appreciate it, bro.
All right.
Thank you.